What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Killer Keemstar, and I'm here with...
Only Use Me Bled.
This is the BadKidCast. This is an audio cast that you listen to while you game.
Or whenever the fuck you want. I hate how you bring
I
up...
have to say that because
But the thing...
people have never done it before, and they attempt it. They attempt a game, and then listen to this cast, and they fall in love.
But when you say it like that, I'm just worried that people are going to listen to it and be like, you know what? Well, I guess this is only a few games, so I'm not going to listen to it regularly.
You just called everybody that's listening to this dumb.
No, because I did not say that everyone's dumb.
Yes,
or
you did.
imply that. I didn't imply that. I'm just saying that this is an audio.
Somebody came to that,
why can't you just say it's an audio cast?
All right, enough. Let's just get to the sponsors. This show, episode 31 of the BadKidCast, has brought to you by TCC TCC COD Challenge, MC Radley, and AK Struck 1. First, let's talk about the TCC The COD Challenge. This guy's YouTube channel basically is all about esports.
It's about esports, and he actually offers up challenges to people that like drop a 50 bomb in hardpoint.
This dude is, when it comes to try hard, if you're into the esports scene, you got to check out this dude's channel. I was really digging it. And then the next guy, this guy plays all kinds of games, right? This dude is playing Minecraft.
Who's this again?
We're talking about MC Radley.
And
so he's playing like The Last of Us. He's playing Minecraft. He actually has a commentary on his channel about in real life fights, where he does a commentary talking about like getting in an in real life fight. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then our third sponsor is AK Struck 1.
He's part of the Struck Dizzle Crazy Nation. It's actually part of a network called YT Gamers. We'll get to that in a second. But on this channel is
zombies.
Is about zombies. And you know what? You don't really play zombies, Keem, but like when you play zombies, there's it's so complicated. And channels like this, especially this one, it shows you how to do things in zombies
that you wouldn't know how to do.
That you wouldn't know how to do, and it makes the gaming experience better. And part of him being part of the YT Gamers,
like he
network,
owns that website, right?
He works. He's a high-ranking member within that website.
Oh, okay.
The YTGamers.com. It's a YouTube network, and it's also a website that has a forum that up-and-coming content creators can collaborate, spitball ideas off of.
Right.
And also it shows them ways that they could start becoming more popular on YouTube.
So it's great for like smaller YouTubers.
Yeah, it's really good. If you're an up-and-coming YouTube channel, you definitely want to go check that out. Join the forum, and then within there, they also do YouTube partnerships. So it's a great way to build up your YouTube, and so I'm actually excited to help them help our viewers.
So, guys, make sure you check out all of our sponsors. The link's in the description. You ready to start the show?
I'm super excited. Let's go. 31.
You're what?
I'm
You're
super,
what?
super excited.
You're super excited.
I am super excited.
Cue the fucking music.
You are now watching another BadKidCast with Killer Keemstar and Only Use Me Blade.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Killer Keemstar, and I'm here with the Mr. Quiet.
I'm Only Use Me Blade. I don't have to yell for people to hear me.
No, you do have to yell because we have a mic here, and the mic is in the middle, right? And I always talk at the mic, and Blade, like, sits back, just chills, and talks to the ceiling.
That's just how I is. That's just how I is.
What is up?
Chilling.
We had a donation yesterday from Damien.
Nice.
Damien hooked it up, dude.
That's what's up.
He is the biggest donator so far with $40.
A big 40.
That is definitely going to help on that trip climbing up the mountain. So thank you very much. And if you want to help out in any fashion, that link's in the description. So anyhow,
are there any TV shows that you watch that?
Okay, you're not talking into the mic.
I'm literally.
No,
okay, listen.
This is what
I'm
he
taking
did.
my hand, and my hand is touching the mic from my mouth. That's how close it is.
This is what he did. He goes, "Have you ever?" And then he turned his head away from the mic, and he goes, "Seen a TV show like you?"
All right, I'm like fixating on looking at the mic. Then, have you ever seen, or do you have any TV shows or any things that you watch that are like guilty pleasures?
What do you mean? Like, Drama Alert's a guilty pleasure for everybody.
What I'm saying, though, is, like, is there any kind of TV show?
It is. It is. What? It's so funny.
What? I don't think it's a guilty pleasure. Like, Drama Alert's not a guilty pleasure.
No, how many commentators have made commentaries that you've seen where someone's like, look, I don't like Keemstar. I don't like anything about him, but I'm just drawn to drama, and like it's like a guilty pleasure. I watch it. How many people?
Okay, so from other people's aspect, then sure.
I've seen 3 commentaries so far that are basically said that.
Okay.
And one went up yesterday that I tweeted out. It's actually pretty funny.
So I'm saying, do you have any TV shows or anything that are like, you're not proud that you're like into it, but you're just into it?
I would say Downton Abbey, maybe?
Is that show you tried to make me watch on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could not get into that
Dude,
at all.
here's the problem with Downton Abbey is, you know how they have like soap operas?
Yeah.
You know what a soap opera is, right? Well, basically, Downton Abbey was a soap opera, but it was set in like almost like a movie. It was presented not as reality, but as a movie type thing. And it like, I don't know. I
could not get into that show. I don't know why I tried, but it was a little bit too. Is it British?
It's a
little bit too
they're in
British.
England.
Too England-y for me.
It gets so good though. Like the characters are like murdering each other and they're cheating, and I don't know.
Did you ever watch Oz?
No.
Oz was probably one of my favorite shows of all time. Oz was okay. You know how, like, imagine like a soap opera, and you ever see when girls watch soap operas and they're like super into it, like really, 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 really into it, right?
Yeah.
This Oz is like that, but it's for like dudes, and it's set in a prison.
Really?
Yeah. You don't know the premise of Oz?
No.
Oz is short for Oswald Penitentiary, and it's a show on HBO that was on for like 6 years.
Oh no, I do know what you're talking about. It's in a prison setting.
Yeah, it's in a prison setting, and the character development and the way that it's all set up, and
see, I always thought that was like a real, like it was actually real prisoners.
No,
I never watched it. But
no, it's not real prisoners. I mean, they act like real prisoners. And the show's awesome. Like, if you ever
how is the filter on the camera? Does it look like a movie or does it look like reality?
Looks like a TV show.
Okay, so
Yeah.
It's not filmed like The Office.
No, it's not. It's not filmed like a fake documentary type of stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's a story. It's a show. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, obviously, it's not real. I don't think they're even in a real prison. They're probably just in a set. But like, it's awesome though. The setting is a prison, and it's awesome. But the reason why I brought this up, man, is because I started watching this show out of pure boredom. Not boredom, but like I just decided I want to watch this, and I got into it, and I've been watching. I've been laughing my ass off. But it's not a show that like I would necessarily say if I was in a group of dudes that this would be my favorite show.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite show, but it's a show called New Girl.
New Girl? What?
Yeah. I'm dead serious. You know New Girl with the Zooey Deschanel?
What is it, on Lifetime?
No, it's on Fox. It's a show on Fox, and it's about Zooey Deschanel, who is this girl that moves in with these 3 dudes that have a loft in like New York or something,
Yeah.
or Chicago, or I don't know, one of those cities. And but I swear that they make it for dudes because it's hilarious.
Well, dude, I think we are all moving towards like wanting to watch shows that never end. We're all moving towards the platform of like soap operas in our shows. You know, that's where it's heading. That's where it's heading. We all want to watch shows. When you were a kid, were you addicted to shows? And a lot of times the episodes didn't even like pick up where the last one let off.
Yeah.
They were all unique. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The title, the whole thing has changed a lot. Where we as a consumer, we want a story that never ends.
No,
And-
I disagree. I think that we want a story that ends.
Well, I don't know if this is true, but apparently BadKidCast, right? When they started their channel and they started getting big, is they basically did like this story that they were in Minecraft and they acted like it was real and they just kept on playing it like a type of thing. I don't know if that's how it was played with this.
I mean, the same way you can't speak for other people, I can't speak for other people, but my personal opinion is I like shows that end.
See, I want to run a series on my channel that is like a show. And we were doing it on DayZ, but then Dylan and Eugene Yackel fucking didn't show up for work, and I couldn't continue the show. I want to create a series like a legit series, which
But
is
the series would eventually have to end. I'm not trying to be negative, but like the series has to end.
yeah. But what I'm saying is, there's a huge difference between an hour fucking movie and a 17-hour season of a series.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm talking about, never ending.
Okay.
When I'm saying never ending, I don't mean it in the literal sense. I mean it's longer than normal.
Okay, that's fair. Like, the story is in a grander story, but like, don't you feel that sometimes you'll start watching a show, right? And you'll get into a show and several seasons into it, you're like, this is awesome. But then it's like, okay, I'll give you a good example. Newsroom is coming up, right?
Yeah.
I love Newsroom. I know that you are a huge fan of it too. I think it's a fantastic show, right? And in the show, they started, like, from the get-go, they started from an event from, like, 4 or 5 years ago. And they keep on moving faster and faster. And I feel that a couple more episodes into it, we're going to be up to current day.
Newsroom is amazing. And I don't think we're going to be up to current day. Because there's so much news that happens in between. The last thing that happened on there was the WikiLeaks. I think that's the last thing that happened on Newsroom.
When did that happen in real world time?
That happened like 2 years ago.
Okay, and then when did the first episode of Newsroom with the oil spill? When did that happen?
That wasn't the first episode, I don't think.
That was the first episode. Trust me, it is.
All right, but anyhow, that happened a good 3 years ago. And do you know that there was a gas leak in the Gulf?
No shit.
It just happened the other day.
Well, the reason why I'm saying that, so the first episode, you deal with the story of something that happened 3 years ago, and the last episode of the first season, you deal with something that happened 2 years ago. So
it's happening in fucking 2 days. Newsroom's coming back, and Drum Alert is going to blow the fuck up. It's going to blow the fuck up. I cannot wait.
But you see what I'm saying? That it's moving too fast for it. So I think there's going to be a time when it catches up with real time. You hear what I'm saying?
How long was it from the last episode to this new season? At least a year.
Well, yeah, because it's a season. It's just think about this. Remember, when Newsroom was still going on when I came to Buffalo. Remember how you freaked out about the whole.
But it'll never catch up. All they have to do is focus on the stories a year behind. You know what I mean?
Is that what they're doing? Just focusing on stories a year behind, or 2
years?
That's
That's what'll eventually happen, right? Because you got season weight.
Yeah.
It's not consistent.
What was that there, sir?
It's not consistent. Consistent.
You know what's awesome? And it's a quality that is so amazing in you. You will butcher a word, but you will say it with such confidence that you literally have...
Can transcend the meaning?
Yeah. Not transcend the meaning, but you say it with such confidence that you don't give me a chance to laugh at it, and you say it with such conviction that I almost start to believe it there for a hot second. Like, I second guess the English language listening to Keem, because you'll be in the heat of the moment talking, just trying to spit something out and be like, the repentance or some shit. I'm trying to think of you've said some amazing words, bro. Like, honestly, all right. So you know how
somebody, I forgot what this was. I don't know if it was like a podcast that we did in the past or whatever. But somebody literally had like 7 words that I said that weren't words.
Yeah.
And they called it the Keemstar Dictionary.
Dude,
and they tweeted it at me.
Like, honestly, like I really, you could, if you were to lock yourself up in a room and listen to the podcast, like every episode, okay?
Yeah.
I guarantee you that you could probably get a good 20 minutes of quality situations where you will...
Wait, 20 minutes?
20 minutes.
No.
Yeah. I let you slide a lot of times, but sometimes I have to stop you because I'm like, that's not even a word. And you know what really fucked me up? When we were first starting to do the show.
Here's the problem. Most people, they when they're talking, right? They take time and they think about how they're going to deliver the words that they're about to say.
Yeah.
All right? When I talk, my brain thinks of something and reacts and instantly sputes it out. You know what I mean? So that's why there's a little bit,
That's not an excuse.
Yes, it is.
That's not an excuse.
If I
why can't
let me give you a perfect analogy. If we were to go to a parking lot right now, and I were to make cones, right, and make this whole course, and you had to stay within the cones, and I said, go 30 miles an hour, and you did it perfectly, and then I said, now you have to do this at 70 miles an hour, you're going to fucking knock over a cone here and there, bro.
But why can't you just...
I'm just saying.
So
I'm the reason why I can do the trolls that I do and the videos that I do is because it's improv. It's like there's no buffer.
You do have that skill of quickly going. And
there's no filter. You know what I mean? So when you're going that fast and you're spewing an instant reaction like that, you're gonna fucking knock over a cone.
All right. You know what I would love? If you had like a stand-up act, right, and you're doing comedy, I want to see you deal with hecklers. And the reason why...
Oh, they'd get murdered.
The reason why is because when it comes to shit like that, you will come at them so quick on such a second level that it's devastating. And there's no deer in headlights. There's no, oh, shit, come on, bro, can you just chill out? It's like, you would almost, like, look for that. You know what I mean? I could see you going up on stage and be like, hey, what's up, motherfuckers? You're all ugly. It's like, to try to, like, get them to get into an argument with them. You know what I mean?
It's so, I don't know if that's a compliment, but...
No, it is a compliment. It's definitely a skill. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even a skill, because skills you can obtain. It's either you have it or you don't. The ability to... I don't want to say banter, but go back and forth with people on any levels is an awesome ability.
I don't think it's a God-given talent. I really don't. I think that, the talents that we have are based on our experiences. I really do.
Okay, so that's a classic argument. Like, is someone the way someone is it genetics or environment? That's basically the concept that you're going with.
I think it's environment. I think it's always environment.
I think that genetics plays a big part of shit.
Because we're humans. We're humans, right? So we have to adapt to our situations.
I don't think humans. Think humans adapt that well. We get cancer.
When I was a kid, my mother read me nothing but Dr. Seuss books.
Yeah. Shut up!
I'm serious.
I know. I'm sure you're serious. I'm just saying, shut up on where you're going with this. That somehow, because she read you all these books that were written in rhyme, that you could somehow rap. That's where you're going, right?
Yes.
And I before you even got there, I'm like,
and
bullshit.
I don't even think that I can rap. I don't think that I can rap. I just know how to rhyme words.
Okay.
I don't think that I can rap. I don't think I'm a good rapper. Mm-hmm. When I was younger, I sang in the choir at church. All right, so I have a little bit of musical innuendo or whatever. And shut up!
That's the word.
Shut up!
Mark that down. Timestamp that. Timestamp that, please. Thank you, viewers of mine, for timestamping that.
Innuendo. Is that the correct term? Innuendo?
No, it's innuendo.
Innuendo.
You know what innuendo means, though?
I know what it means. I just used it in a sentence.
Okay, tell me what innuendo means.
I have no idea. Explain it.
All right. So, saying something like...
okay, this is what I said in a sentence. Tell me if this is correct. I said, because I was in the chorus at church, right, I had a little... What did I say? I said I had innuendo with music or something? That's not the right term. That is the
wrong pronunciation, wrong term.
Yeah.
So innuendo is like
inclined. I meant inclined.
You were inclined to what?
Musically inclined.
Okay, yeah, that works. That's a word, and that works.
So anyhow, I know when I rap or whatever, you got to give me the meaning. We'll get there. When I rap or whatever, I don't think I'm a good rapper, but I know how to rhyme words and I know how to follow a beat.
Okay.
And I think it's because of my past experience. Now, what does innuendo mean?
Innuendo, like a sexual innuendo, is when you... I'm trying to think of a good one. How about... It's almost like the version of That's What... You know, remember That's What She Said?
Yeah.
That's What She Said is basically highlighting a sexual innuendo. Okay? Like,
So an
an
innuendo is basically a meaning.
I'll give you an example. Let's say a dude delivered mail to an office, right?
Okay.
And over time, he starts kind of flirting with the receptionist, right?
Right, and he starts saying like, "Yo, so check
this.
out my package."
Yeah, stuff like that. That'd be a sexual innuendo.
Okay, all right.
That's what an innuendo is.
All right, that makes sense. So,
what? Oh my god, that's awesome though.
So we're definitely getting that green. That was an innuendo.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So have you been following the Zimmerman trial?
I've been following the Zimmerman trial, and the funniest thing in the world went down in the Zimmerman trial.
What
and I
happened?
know now let's calm down for 2 seconds. I know we're a little high and everything. It's a serious trial. Someone was murdered. It was actually a kid. Well, we don't know if it was murdered or self-defense.
A person lost their life.
A
during the
person
course
lost their
of
life.
whatever.
This is a serious issue.
Okay.
So when I talk about what I'm talking about and I start laughing hysterically, just know that I know someone died, and I'm not making light of that situation. It's just something that happened in the trial. This guy was a professor, and they wanted to interview him, all right? But he couldn't make it down to Florida. So they brought him up on Skype. So he did.
This is already funny. All right.
So he was doing his testimony on Skype. Now, in Florida, they don't have laws against this. Like, you can take cameras in any courtroom in Florida. That's why we had the whole thing with, what's the girl that killed her kid?
Not Gates.
The girl that killed her kid, your password of your Wi-Fi.
Oh, Casey Anthony.
Casey Anthony. That's why the Casey Anthony trial was filmed, and we saw every second
By the way,
of
that's
it.
not the password of my internet. That is the name of my internet. Is Casey Anthony Daycare.
Yeah, do you... Oh, oh my God.
And I gotta change that. The only reason why I gotta change that is because I actually had a situation where a girl wanted to know what the Wi-Fi.
Oh, because she was at your house?
She was at my house. Want to know what she wanted to get on the Wi-Fi.
And you told her?
No, I just said go ahead and just use my computer real quick. Like I didn't want her to like look on there and see something saying Casey Anthony Daycare. Like that's fucked up. It's funny.
Anyhow, to get to my point, all right, in Florida, they can bring cameras into the fucking courtroom, all right? So during the Zimmerman trial, this is live on CNN. They're interviewing and taking testimony from this professor about something. I don't know what the situation was. And they're getting the information from him. He's on the stand. They have the big screen there. And it literally, what they used to broadcast it, showed his Skype name. So all of a sudden, boop, 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 boop,
Oh,
boop,
yeah.
boop, 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 ring, 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 ring. Around the world, people start calling this dude on Skype. And everybody in the court just starts like kind of busting out laughing because there's nothing that can happen. There's nothing you can do.
Please tell me you got DDoS.
He didn't have Do Not Disturb on it. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So when I first saw the video, I thought it was like maybe like a YouTuber or like someone who was streaming that saw this live and was like, hit him.
Yeah.
Because that seems like something from the gaming community, but I couldn't find. I was researching it. I couldn't find anything.
Well, no one wants to be the dude to spearhead the hey, let's Skype bomb.
I would do it. I would
Such an
do it
asshole.
in a second. That is some legendary shit.
I'm surprised they didn't get DDoS though. So how they fix the situation?
I don't know how they fixed it, but we should watch the YouTube video.
I'm down.
Yeah,
We're
okay.
gonna pause. We're gonna watch that. That sounds awesome.
All right, so we're back.
Oh my god, that has got to be one of the funniest things ever. Look at it.
It's just non-stop.
Oh my
there
god.
another phone?
How do they not figure that's
They're so dumb. So basically, the guy that they're interviewing, I said it wrong the first time, I believe. The guy that they're interviewing, right? It's not that he's fucking up his Skype. It's that the prosecutor's Skype that's open, that's talking to him, doesn't have Do Not Disturb on. All right? So all these people are ringing him from around the world, and his shit is going off.
Yeah, so it's not actually yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So if you were not in the YouTube community, gaming community, or whatever, you might actually think this is a regular mistake. Now, if a YouTuber were to do this, if Woody were to be up and this were to happen, we'd be like, come on, Woody, you know better. You know what I mean? Like, if I were to do it, you'd be like, come on, Blade, you know better than that. You know you can't show your Skype like that. But this is just regular folk, and they decided they wanted to use Skype for a court proceeding, which makes sense because if people are away, like if I had
Did you hear about the thing that happened with Sandy Hook? Or not Sandy Hook, but the Batman shooting?
No, what happened with that?
Fox got a call in from someone that like said that they were a professor or something, and they weren't, and they started saying some foul shit about it. They were like, "Yeah, I don't even want to speculate, but
Okay, for whatever reason, there's so many videos on YouTube of people basically prank calling Fox on the air.
yeah,
Whatever the Fox budget is, up it for the job of clearing who's going to be on the radio. A little fact checker. a person that's actually going to clear it. It sounds like they just got some intern that's like, you want to be on Fox? Okay, patch you through. You
People try to fuck with them. So you know that friends of mine that are hackers, they fucking hacked like into this email and acted like this lady in CNN called. Did I tell you this story?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. Did I ever show you the video?
No.
I never showed you the video?
No.
I should show you the video and then tell the story.
I hate to pause it, but apparently we're going to watch a video. We'll be right back.
All right, we are back.
Holy
All right,
shit.
So, for those of you that don't know, let me set this up. All right.
Can we link that in the description of today's video?
We can link the video, but so basically there's this woman. She has this charity, right?
I'm gonna grab those beers.
They've collected $56 million in funds, all right? But they haven't did anything with the money. They haven't helped like any of the disabled vets from foreign wars. All they have done, right, is received like free M&Ms and gave it to them. That's it. All right. So basically, CNN, Anderson Cooper, is trying to, investigate this. They're trying to get an interview with this woman, Patricia, all right, that runs this organization. Well, these people that I know hacked her email and responded back to Anderson Cooper with the lyrics of Careless Whisper.
By George Michael.
So it's...
Guilty feelings got no rhythm.
What did you think?
That is hilarious. Okay, so not only is it ridiculous, but the fact that they would report on it. The fact that they would like...
They have to. They're trying to catch this woman, and she sends back Careless Whisper. They have to say, like, look, this woman's a clown.
Yeah.
You know?
It was awesome. Like, link to, obviously, the sponsors we talked about earlier, but check those out. But definitely watch this George Michael Careless Whisper reference video. It's awesome. It's an actual news report. Anderson Cooper, to me, is one of the great reporters of our time.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy because, like, you know how he, like, came out and, like, admitted that he was a gay?
Yeah.
Is that...
So, yeah. He admitted that he was a gay.
Well, no, I'm sorry, that he was gay. I didn't want to use that as improperly, but, like, but no one really cares about that. There's, like, he's a good reporter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think about that.
Blitzer has a little bit more respectability.
Yeah, but think about it, like, the idea of people coming out and saying that they're gay, right? It has less anything attached to it now. Like, think Ellen.
It's so different.
Ellen's gay. Ellen came out in the 90s when people were still like, what the fuck? you know? And you know, Ellen came out, but then she just is like...
You're not talking to the mic.
Ellen came out and she just came out and that was the end of it. It wasn't
Every time you talk, you just look the other way.
All right, let's fucking get over it then. So
he's so mad.
I'm not mad. I'm just saying, like, okay, I hear you, but let's just get past it. So Ellen comes out and you know, now she has her own show and no one really cares about it. No one ever brings it up.
Ellen's on top of the world. I mean, we had Oprah. Oprah had an amazing show, was very popular among women, but Ellen's show appeals to a wider type of person. You know what I mean? Like, I can watch the Ellen show.
Ellen is funny.
I couldn't really watch Oprah. It was like, today we're going to talk about your feelings, ladies.
Yeah.
Here's a free car!
Remember, you know what? There was actually some drama that happened on Oprah a couple years ago. A dude wrote this book, and she thought it was so
I remember that.
Oprah thought it was so heart-touching. You know what I mean? And so Oprah put him on the show. And because she was on a show, millions...
It was like PewDiePie playing your game.
I was just about to say that. It's like PewDiePie playing the game.
Oh, by the way, Yogscast played my game now, Amputee.
Nice.
And apparently Michael from Rooster Teeth is going to be playing my game, Amputee.
Sweet.
So that's awesome.
I know he's going to get frustrated. Because you talking about the dude from Rage Quit, right?
Yeah.
That's going to be a Rage Quit episode. You know that, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what he's saying. For those of you guys that don't know, I make video games, Fortress Craft, Amputee, Bad Trip, and Like Favorite Shoot, which are actually in that game. No, but it's a horrible game.
Horrible game.
Don't. It sounds ridiculous for me to say this because it's my game, but don't buy it Like Favorite Shoot. It's a horrible game.
I actually have it, and I might actually just make a video about how bad it is and put it on my second channel. Like,
It's the worst game that I've ever made.
dude,
Don't buy it.
You know what? I thought about this. Do you think that there is a market for someone playing bad games and clowning on how bad the game is?
Yeah.
Okay, the reason why is because I had a gift certificate to Oogie Games, and last night when I left your house, I went there and
Well, look at the fucking Nintendo nerd James.
Okay.
All right, his whole fucking YouTube channel, is based on the fact that he plays games that suck.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
You never watched his videos? He's like one of the first big YouTube stars.
I just play Call of Duty.
I'm just a casual gamer.
I'm just casual.
No, you're not, motherfucker. No, you're not. You are a gamer. Yo, what is up with the people in this community trying to define the word gamer? There was that black dude that we saw. He was fucking playing that game, and he was like saying something about how women cannot be calling themselves gamers because they play Call of Duty. You got to play multiple games if you want to be called a gamer.
Yeah,
and then you have an opinion on I'm a casual gamer. It's so fucking retarded. Doesn't gamer mean that you play video games?
Yeah, but
they're
trying to say there's different levels though. That there's different levels than like.
Then put a level on it. Don't tell people, oh, you're not a gamer. You only play one game. You're not a gamer. Fucking, if you play video games, you're a gamer. That's it. There's no more to it.
Yeah, but there's the dudes that go and work all day and have a family and then play for like the time when they finally get to relax is them playing like 20-30 minutes a night of Madden. Are they gamers?
Yes.
I agree. You are a gamer. I don't really care to make up like a level like you're a gamer code red or you know what I mean?
No, this is what people do, right? There's people that game and that's all they do is game.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And then they look at a dude that plays Madden 20 minutes a night. And they fucking start getting these like nerd feelings start running through their fucking veins, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like the Incredible Hulk. You know how he like turns into this giant monster?
But why are they
These
mad?
nerds,
Why are they mad at the person that's only playing the game for 20 minutes?
These nerds like get into this rage and they just turn into this is mine. Like I own this. You're not a serious gamer. I'm a serious gamer. I played every game that you've ever played plus 1,000 more. You're not in my group. Don't categorize yourself like me. Me and you are not the same. I'm a real gamer.
Right.
I got wizards and dragons and swords.
Shut
and
up.
I'm just telling you, that's what happens with these fucking nerds. They go into these nerd rages.
Okay, I understand that. I would like to know why does it affect you if someone, not you, I'm saying to people that are hardcore gamers, okay? And I know not all you guys are like this, but why does it affect you that there's some people that don't play the game that much?
And then call themselves gamers. I'll tell you why it affects them. Oh, I got wizards and dragons and I'm running spells. And like, that's why.
Yeah.
Dude, they fucking they're nerds. They're nerd-raged nerds. I don't know what it is. It's like a disease that they get, and they're like, this is my group, and you're not in my group because we don't play the same games, or you don't play multiple games. You don't know enough about gaming.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
I hear you. Like, if someone says that I'm a gamer or I'm not a gamer, it doesn't affect me. So, but I do understand what you're saying.
I'm a gamer because I play video games. My 3-year-old daughter, oh, now 4-year-olds, my 4-year-old daughter, she plays video games on her iPad, so she's a gamer. You know,
there you go.
There used to be a time when people didn't play video games. There were gamers, and then there were not gamers. But nowadays, every single person, pretty much in first class or first world, countries, basically play video games. So almost everyone is a gamer now.
Yeah.
But there used to be a time, not so long ago, where people literally did not play video games. They've never played video games.
Yeah.
Because video games only, became popular in the 80s.
It's true.
So, that's what you're arguing over. You're arguing over nothing right now.
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
I just had a total brain fart. I apologize, stream.
You want to put it on pause and go smoke? Some weed?
Have you ever looked at a $20 bill on weed?
What is that from?
Half Baked.
Oh.
And you know what's funny about that? You know who says that in Half Baked? Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart.
From the... Oh, yeah.
Daily Show? Yeah.
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 Was he on Saturday Night Live?
I don't think he was ever on Saturday Night Live.
I can't remember.
He might have hosted it, but I don't think he's ever worked directly with the show.
I think back in the day he was the news guy for Saturday Night Live. Yeah.
No, they had like Norm Macdonald. A lot of people they've had as the news anchor, but Jon Stewart was never a news guy for that.
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna look it up right now.
All right, guys, we will be right back. What button do I push?
Oh, it's this one. We'll be right back. What's up? And we're back.
Can we adjust this or no?
Why is it up like that?
Because you just moved it because you had to like catapult your
Why?
wire.
Why would I put it up if I had to catapult it?
I don't know why you put it
Did I really put it up?
You put it up.
All right, now I'm putting it down.
All right.
Better make sure we're recording. Yeah, we're recording. All right, we are back.
We're going to cut that, right?
No, we're going to keep that in.
Oh, high-quality productions here at the BadKidCast.
No, it's not that. It's that we focus on reality. Reality, son.
So, did we watch both those videos?
What videos?
We watched...
Jon Stewart was not on Saturday Night Live that I can find. Maybe I'm...
No.
I don't know.
I don't think he was ever... You know Saturday Night Live's notorious for, like, not paying their actors?
Really? How?
Like, you don't get paid very well. Like, people... The way that Lorne Michaels presents it is that if you're on Saturday Night Live, you're going to make some connections, and you're probably going to be, like, the next, like, big name or whatever.
Right, so we don't have to pay you money.
So they still pay him, but they pay him shit. So, like, a lot of these people that have been on the show for, like, 10 plus years, they don't really make that much.
Yeah.
And that's why they usually leave, you know what I mean? Like, they go on to bigger and better things.
It's basically like a launching pad into the movies.
Yeah, it is.
You know, for comedians. So,
but Saturday Night Live really hasn't been that good the last couple of years. When's the last time you
well,
thought...
the internet killed it. Who's watching Saturday Night Live? The internet's around, you know? Like, if something good happens on Saturday Night Live, you watch it on the internet.
That's true. That's true. You know what show I used to watch that I stopped watching was The Soup.
Really?
Yeah. Did you ever watch that?
No.
The Soup was hilarious, okay? The Soup was Joe McHale, who's from Washington. He's actually from Mercer Island. And he basically watches, like, they show little snippets of the TV shows throughout the week, like, you know, reality clip show, all this kind of stuff. They show, like, the most ridiculous 20 seconds from each show and, like, make fun of it, you know?
Okay.
And it's a hilarious show, but for some reason I just stopped watching. And it's one of those things, it's not like it was bad. It wasn't like, I'll give you an example of a show I stopped watching because I just did not care for anymore. I think Tosh.0 started to suck.
Yeah.
Tosh.0 started to suck. First off, I'm not a homophobe, but, like, all the constant gay jokes are annoying.
Yeah. His racist jokes are funny, though.
Every other racist joke or whatever, all that stuff's funny because it's like, oh my god, I can't believe that dude said that shit.
Yeah, that's why it's funny.
It's not me agreeing with him. It's like, holy shit, he went there? God damn.
But the thing with Tosh.0 or Taj 2.0 or whatever the fuck it is like, if you're a person that is on the internet and on YouTube a lot, when Taj 2.0 makes a video, he's showing you videos that you've already seen.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of killed it for me. Like, Al Presador was on it.
Yeah. I don't know, but, like, when it's... I feel kind of the thing I talked about Newsroom. I feel like he's going to run out of people to interview for his, like, web redemptions. And personally, I don't like the web redemptions that he does on the show.
I don't know... Okay, look, I know some people might be huge Ray William Johnson fans, but I have a problem with Ray William Johnson.
The Bob Saget of YouTube?
There's too much Ray William Johnson in his videos.
We talked about this before.
You know what I mean?
This
Like,
Ray William Johnson would be so much better if there was less Ray William Johnson.
Yeah, if you took Ray William Johnson out of it, right, and you narrowed down his lines to say, like, hey, this is this video, hey, this is this video, and hey, this is this video, end of video, it would be so much better. He tries to put his own forced comedy into his videos, and it's horrible. It's horrible.
I don't know if it's horrible. It's just not your cup of tea. Not my cup of tea either, but
it's
whatever.
like so forced. It's retarded. It's like, Ray, you're not funny. These videos are funny.
Well, here's the thing. I've listened to Ray William Johnson on a podcast. He was on Adam Carolla's podcast, and he was really good.
He's pretty intelligent.
Yeah, he's an intelligent dude. He was good on the show. He was entertaining. He was funny.
He's still trying to be an attorney, I believe. He's still going to school to be an attorney, or he is an attorney, or he quit. I don't know. One of those possibilities.
But, I mean, like, so him as a person, he seems awesome. In a different setting, I would actually like Ray William Johnson, but the setting that he's made, which is made for it's so dumbed down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it reminds me of America's Funniest Home Videos. He's
it's pretty cheesy.
Yeah, it's like when you watch America's Funniest Home Videos, you're like, oh my god, this is the cheesiest shit ever.
Like, Ray used to just seriously say, this video happened, this video happened, this video happened. And then all of a sudden, progressively longer, it turns into, like, Ray doing his own comedy bit with these videos. And it's not good.
Yeah.
It's made for the lowest denominator.
Well, I think that a lot of the really popular stuff has always been the lowest denominator.
That's why $2 is kicking his ass.
Why?
$2 doesn't fucking try to do a comedy act. He just literally says, bam, check out this. Bam, check out this. Bam, check out this.
Okay.
You know? But
I don't know. I think that I think he's funny. I don't want to take anything from him. It's just that, and the show works. I'm not even like mad or upset or be like, fuck you, Ray William Johnson. I'm more. It's kind of sad that the stupided. I sound really stupid saying stupided, but more stupid. Oh my god, I sound retarded.
what?
The dumber the content, the higher popularity it is. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Who was the most subscribed person on YouTube for the longest?
Fred.
And Fred was just some kid
You know what that was, though? That was a confirmed fact that more little kids are on YouTube than adults. That's all that was.
Yeah. Where you at, adults?
Where the adults at?
Where the adults at?
We be making that adult content.
Which is, if you think about it, like, come on, where are you guys at? Where are, like, not mature people. Like, where are the mature people on YouTube? But, like, where's the 20 to 40-year-olds? Where are those at?
I mean, what's up with all these adults that literally, like, cater their videos towards children?
Well, because it makes sense. That makes sense.
But, I mean, like, teaching sex ed and shit? Like, just doing...
Stop.
What?
Stop.
What?
Stop.
What?
Knock it off. Stop.
I forgot this is on
That's
your
ugly.
channel.
That's ugly. Stop.
But I'm saying, isn't that kind of fucked up?
No, because that gets more views. Because, like, we just said that. We just said that. But no, but on the flip side.
You just made my point.
No, but on the flip side, though. On the flip side, okay? People make YouTube videos to be viewed. Otherwise, they just keep their channels private. Obviously, you want yourself to be viewed.
Let's talk about something else. How did you enjoy V for Vendetta?
I've been making videos. I will watch it. I promise you I will watch it, okay?
He still has not watched this movie.
You act like I've had it for
There's
months.
thousands. It's not just me telling you to watch V for
I'm
Vendetta.
going to watch it. I've just been busy.
I've told you. All these people in the comment sections have told you. Like,
I understand that. I've just been busy. I will take care of it. I've been making videos. I've been doing the BadKidCast. And at night I sleep. So there's like, I've just been busy. I haven't taken the time to sit there and watch the movie.
Want to know what happened yesterday's BadKidCast? Guys, if you don't know, this is a gaming podcast, and it's all audio. And the idea is you're supposed to listen to it while you game, but I got
Can I retort that?
We have to
I don't care who listens to it or what. If you enjoy it, Bam.
Listen to it while you game. So basically, what had happened was yesterday, the end of the video got cut off, and I didn't check it, and it went out to iTunes, it went out to Android, and went up to YouTube.
How much of it got cut off?
A good 15-minute conversation.
Yeah,
We talked about some things, but anyhow, that's that. Let's wrap this up. This was a good show.
I do think it's a good show. I laughed my ass off at the Anderson Cooper interview and the Skype. The Skype convo being bombed. That shit is hilarious.
So, guys, if you'd like to help out BadKidCast, there's a thing in the description. And if you would like to make sure you check out our sponsors, and I'm lost. Help me. What do we say at the end of the show? Kazam?
No, we don't say Kazam. Obviously, we're on iTunes. We're on
we just said that already.
No, you did not.
I said we were on iTunes. We're on Android. We're on YouTube.
You didn't say that,
I said if you want to help raise that dough so we can climb that mountain. I said check out our sponsors. That's all we need to say.
And peace.
And Kazam.
Butt grease.